Hey guys, it's Andrea. Welcome back to Crafter Support. Today I want to share with you my craft space. I'm also going to be giving you tips and tricks of what you can do for your craft room, whether you craft from a little bag, a table, or a tote, or whatever it is that you have, whether it's a space like mine or the kitchen table or the living room. I just want to share with you because I've been in every one of those situations of where I was crafting at different stages in my crafty life. And I just want to give you guys some ideas of what you can use and what you can do to make it the most functional, because really that's what it's all about, is function. It's not really about all the pretty, even though we like to make it pretty. It's not necessarily about that. It is about function, because we buy machines, we buy products, and then we don't take like time to organize it, or we don't have the space to organize it, and then it gets lost and ruined and it's a mess. But we're going to stop that right now. We're going to make changes. 2025 is going to be amazing. I know we're still a month away from that, but we're going to make some changes so 2025 can be absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and get started. So right behind me is a piece that was in a bedroom that was a dresser set. And whenever my mom was moving out, she gave it to me and said, she didn't need it. And I was like, I could use this to organize 90% of my Cricut supplies. I would say I got about 85% in here. I do still have like machines out and some of my other product out, but for the most part, everything that I use with my Cricut is in this dresser or on the wall above. So that's my tip. If you find furniture that isn't necessarily being used for what it's made for, it's like a dresser is obviously used for clothes. We don't need that. I didn't need clothing space. I needed space to put product. So that's what I did. I did dress it up a little bit with some Cricut cuties because they're absolutely adorable. And then I just displayed all of the things that I used. I'm like a different type of organizer. My daughter's a professional organizer and she taught me this. Like, I normally like everything put away and behind closed doors. But when it comes to my craft stuff, I like to be able to see it, because when I see it, it inspires me and helps me get ideas in what I want to do. So that's why I have all of this stuff out. I could have put the vinyl in drawers. I could have put the pens and things in little containers, but I didn't like that. I wanted to be able to see everything that I have so I can be inspired by it. And you'll notice that around this side of the room. So I'm just going to take you through all the drawers and things, but as the obvious right now is I have 6 total of these. And I've just organized them in a way that was like eye-catchy to me. And I just hung them here on the wall. I have some extra mats and things I just hung here with, I think I just used like a screw. I just put a screw in the wall. Check with your husband first, or make sure you're getting it into if you have like a stud finder thing, you might want to check with that just so they hold fast to your walls. But that's what we did here. And then I have some things down here that I'll show you in a minute. I also have some of my dolls up there. We collect dolls, my daughter and I. And then I have 2 more organizers over here for vinyl. And additionally, we're going to put 1 more up here because we just have to move this shelf. And then I'll have almost all of my heat transfer vinyl / iron on the wall and ready to go. And I also have these really cool little like garage doors, which I thought were awesome. And this is where I have my mug press, and I love it. I have the little mat underneath and it fits in nicely, perfect. And then over here I have my Cricut Joy and my Cricut mini press. So that fits in there perfectly as well. And then I have my Joy Extra right here. You'll see I have my Maker 3 over on my main crafting desk in a little bit, but this just holds the majority of what I needed. So find something that's not necessarily made for crafts and you could use it. A buffet from the kitchen, or I'm sorry, the dining room. That would be easy to store a lot of your craft things in. If you can keep them all in one room, great. But if not, at least you know where everything's at, right? So if you have to keep like maybe a drawer in your dining room, that would be perfect. So I'm going to bring you over here now. We're going to do a close-up of the drawers and let you guys check out what's in there. So in this top drawer, I have my printable Cricut products. And I have some other brands in here as well. It's not all Cricut, but I do my printable iron-on for light and dark fabrics, my waterproof stickers. What else do I have in here? I just have a ton of printable stuff. And I love knowing where everything's at, to be quite honest. It's very easy to find. So I have more printable sticker stuff, I have a lot of sticker stuff, more iron-on for fabric, and more iron-on. Then I have some Jolie's. I've used that in videos if you haven't seen them. More sticker paper. More the water slide paper that I've used and showed you guys how to use, some shrinky dinks, some printable vinyl, more water slides, and my inkjet printable magnetic sheets. So I keep all of that in here. This is basically my printable section where everything that I use whenever I need to print something goes in here. So that is convenient to have everything together. I do wish there was a little bit more space for me to have my printer in here, but I just haven't found the space that I needed yet. So in this next drawer, I have everything I need for sublimation. I have my alcohol prep wipes. I have my heat resistant tape. This is special tape you use for infusible ink. So this infusible ink and sublimation are the same thing, if you were wondering. And then I have all of my infusible ink in this drawer. And the reason I like keeping this in a drawer is because it needs to stay in a dark place anyways. So having it in the drawer it also limits me. So that's another tip. If you have a lot of something and you don't need to buy anymore and you have it all in one place, you can actually see exactly how much you have. And I do leave a little bit of room for growth, but I know for a fact that I do not need to buy any more infusible ink for quite some time because I have a ton of it in here. So I also have like little things that I can use infusible ink on. Some of the paper for this that comes with, you know, the Cricut. Cricut sells the butcher paper in a roll. So I have those and just everything I need. So that way there, whenever it's time for me to do a project with infusible ink, I can just go to this drawer and pull it out, which is super nice. Then the bottom drawer, this is pretty much all of my extra vinyl. So this is my pattern vinyl. This is stuff that I don't normally use all the time that didn't fit into my wall space. So that's all in this drawer, and it's just a little bit of excess. So I allowed myself one drawer of excess. I didn't want a lot of stuff, so I shoved that drawer as full as possible. And then I was like, okay, I can't fit any more in there. So until I use some of it, I can't buy any more. That really helps actually. Okay, so now this drawer I have to be a little bit careful because I do have things in here that I can't show you guys because they're things that you guys are going to be seeing from me once they are released to the public. But in here I keep anything I'm working on for any other company and my trimmer. So my trimmer fits in here nicely. My mats for my Cricut Joy go in here. And I also have my plug for my Maker 3 right here in the top drawer. And also the roll holder for my Maker 3 is back in here too, but it's sitting on top of some things I had to hide. So that's what's in that drawer. Then I'm going to bop over to here. So then in this drawer, I have my glue gun from Cricut and my glue sticks, a blue like little, what do you call those things? Yeah, mat that I can get hot glue on and it doesn't matter. I have some extra blades for my True Control knife, a cup holder, an extra blade for my Cricut, which guys, I was looking into this and trying to figure out how often I change my Cricut blades, and I realized I've never, ever changed a Cricut blade on any of the machines I currently have. And nor did I have to change it on any of the ones that I sold. So I've had multiple machines. You guys know that my favorite machine was the Explorer Air 2. I've had so many of those. I've given some away. I've sold some. And And I thought about it, I never had to change any of my blades, and I use them all the time. I ran a business for 3 years and I never had to change the blades. So I can tell you that the blades, as long as you clean them, the blades last a really long time. Okay, now this drawer is where I keep my press. And this is my easy press. I think this is the 9x9, if I'm correct. Pretty sure it's the 9x9. And then I keep my Teflon sheets and my t-shirt guides right here. Down here is all of my Cricut Joy stuff, my card making things, my power cords, anything that's specifically for the Cricut Joy is right here. So in here are all of my blanks and some extra supplies for whenever I want to get creative or I want to try to make some new things. And I love just having the space. It's limited. I know that I can't get much more in here, which again is nice. I know what I have, and until I use it, I don't need to buy anymore. If you look, I have so many wood pieces that I can cut with my Maker 3. And I have wood rounds. I have some really cute stuff. I just never remembered having it because I had it stored in different places before I got my space all together. So I love having that there. It's very handy and helpful. So yeah, so let's move on. That's all that's for here. And by the way, I think what I'm going to do, up top of here, I painted that with chalkboard paint. I do think I need to do like one more coat, but I like the chalkboard paint so that I can make stencils and things and put on there. I think I'm going to do the same thing to those mirrors because that was just one big mirror. And I was like, I don't want that in the background. That would like make the lights really bad. So I'm going to do one more coat, make sure that it's all covered, like all of the mirror pieces are covered, and then do the bottom pieces. But yeah, so that's the entire dresser. Again, wasn't made for crafting, but it works perfectly. Next, right beside the dresser, I have this piece that, like I said, I need to hang up. And then I have my vinyl that I store. It's backwards right now. Normally it goes like this. And I have all of my colors separated. And these are, if I need to find a piece of scrap vinyl, HTV, it's all in there organized for me. And then I have some totes that just have extra pieces. And again, here's a close-up of my mats. And that's kind of, oh, my daughter painted me this years ago. It was like a little cutie for Christmas. And then there's my little cutie that has the little missing antenna. But I have little cuties all over my little craft space because I love them. They're so cute. You guys might recognize these ones from a video I made, like a short. I made like a banner out of them. It was so cute. Okay, so over here is where I have like everything on the wall, because when you don't have, this is another tip, if you don't have a lot of floor space, like you don't have tables and desks and dressers to put things on, if you can go up on your wall, find these little cubbies like at the Goodwill, thrift these, and just spray paint them and put them on your wall. And then you can hold a ton of stuff in here. I actually have a ton of room of extra space if I need to grow in product. So I have this here. This is where I film when I do a face down. I have my mats hanging on the wall here. And then over here, I sorted my paper and things with these are from Target. And I just have all of my decorative paper here and my Cricut paper and my Cricut glitter paper right here. I also have all of my stamps. This isn't how I think they're going to stay, but this is how they're working out right now. I have some of my Longaberger baskets with some baker's twine in them, and I just set it up here for now. I do have my markers up here. I plan to try out some new markers in the coming year, and I'll probably start adding my markers up there. And I just like to have everything separate and kept with the company and brand that it's from. Kind of like that. If you guys have watched my channel for a while, you know I like everything to stick with their brand. I'm weird. I'm trying not to be that way, but it's weird. That's just what I do. I also have some like organizers here. This is the Cricut organizer that you put all of your blades and stuff in. And I really like having this. Oh, and here's my Cricut cutie. If you guys watched me I don't know if it was last year or the year before when I made this one on I think it was on a live maybe. And I did the Cricut Cutie, the purple one, because purple's my favorite color. And I put the glitter into the glass globe. I thought that was sweet. And so I have that up there. I have some paint, I have some gloss finishes, I have some glue, and then I have another Longaberger basket with just like some essential things that I need whenever I am making cards or scrapbooking, whichever it is. Next I have all of my ink. I am branching out in product line, so I mainly have my Stampin' Up! Ink, which I love. I no longer sell Stampin' Up!, but I love their ink. It lasts like forever. So I did mount this on the wall. I got this on Amazon. It's just an ink pad holder. But I did branch off to Gina K because some of my viewers suggested I use Gina K. So I did buy a few of her things. I've also purchased and started purchasing the Distress Oxide ink pads because I really want to get into more of the stamping for the next year. And then over here, I think you guys can see it in the camera. Over here is my glitter and paint. That's probably going to change. It's probably only going to be paint, and I'm going to probably get something else to do glitter up top. Here's all of my washi tape and ribbon. And then right here, I haven't painted this yet, but this is for like all of my little doodads and extras that I get. So it has like, these are like little, what do you call this? Confetti pieces and things that you can put in cards to do like shaker cards and stuff. So that's what's in there. Right here is where I film for you guys whenever I do a face down video. So that's where my pink mat is. This is where I have all of my Cricut 12x12 and 12x24 mats. And then these are some projects we're going to be working on. So I just have this little case here with that in it. Over here, I have, this is from 31, which is really sad. They closed 31. They no longer do 31. But I have some new paper I'm trying out with you guys, giving me some, sorry guys, I have a cold and like, I feel like I'm out of breath, but I'm not. So I bought some new paper. This is the Nina cardstock, heavyweight. Yeah, this is cardstock you guys suggested I buy. So I bought some. And then the Astro Design cardstock, I bought that because that was a recommendation. I'm looking for different cardstocks because I'm used to using the Stampin' Up! Like Whisper White and things like that. But I wanted to branch out and try different things. So that's what I did. So I have different colors in here. It's all basically organized by like company. And I just know what it is, basically. So I know that the front part is my new Nina cardstock. I know that from behind that is all of my Stampin' Up! Cardstock. Then I have some that I bought from Michael's, but I don't recommend that paper. I didn't really care for it. And so now I just need to start with working with the Astro Design cardstock. So I'm excited to try that out. Then I have this little caddy here that we got at Michael's. It's for on the rolly carts. And I just have all my adhesive, my stamping blocks, like a paper scorer, and my little stamp cleaning pad, and my little like rubber mat that you got if you were Stampin' Up! had this glass mat, and you got this with it and a couple other things. I love it. I just can't film with it because it puts like a glare on what I'm making, but I do use it. So there's that. And then down below are all of my Stampin' Up! Stuff that I use. So here, I'll just bring you over to it. It might be easier. Okay, so on this shelf, this card is from Michael's. I got it a few years ago, and I love this card. So it does have an extendable tabletop. I just never use it because it's always over there. But what I did is I put things like my die cutters up here. And these are all of the different platforms that you need. And then I have my Cuttlebug back here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's my Cuttlebug. It's super old. I burned it with a candle one time by accident. But I love this machine. So I have that back there. Then over here, I have my like little personal trimmer from Stampin' Up. my regular big trimmer. And then this is kind of a wreck, to be honest. It just has a bunch of embossing folders and some stamps and some of my dies. I just haven't found a way that I want to organize these yet, but right now this is working. So I'm just going to stick with it. And then inside of these drawers, I have them organized in ways that just keeps everything together. So the top drawer is all of my like mini like tools. So anything like my heat guns, my sets for grommets, punches, keychains, key fobs. Let me see what else. Oh, this is that. I loved this thing actually, and I forgot I had it until I started organizing stuff. And this is for sealing up plastic. So you can make like shaker cards, and I have the fusible paper and things like that for it that I found. So I was really excited about that. I have jewelry making supplies in here, a ton of stuff. Then down in here, I have all of my like different punch boards. So if you guys are ever interested in a punch board video, I probably have the punch board. And if I don't, I can try to get it and show you how they work, but I love my punch boards. So they're all in here. And then I have some paintbrushes just because they conveniently worked in here. On this side, I have my Stampin' Up! Stamparatus, which is just a way to, it's a stamp positioning tool, which I really love. They don't sell it anymore. There's other pieces to it, but I don't know where they are. I need to find them though. Then I have all of my paper. So minus this is all of my Cricut paper that I only use for certain things. I love Cricut paper, but I only like it for like die cutting or like if I'm decorating my classroom door or something like that. I prefer a like more fabric paper, if that makes sense, more fibrous paper. But after like kind of feeling this Nina cardstock, it's super smooth. I'm wondering if I'm gonna like this better. I haven't tried it for sure. I just pulled it out and touched it, but it has a nice smooth texture that I might like better. The reason that I don't care for the Cricut paper for everyday crafting is because it's textured and it's not like a smoother fibrous thing. It's like bumpy. I don't know, but I still love it for other things and I use it all the time, obviously. And then in here is like my 6x6 paper pack, Stampin' Up! And my Bleds brand. If you guys saw the last video I did, it's been a while, guys. I know it's been crazy. I love this paper. So I kept this right in the front so that way there I could remember that I have it. And then in my bottom drawer, I just have all of the like little things that are like bags and boxes that I can make. And here's that fusible paper that I was talking about. I've had this literally for so many years. It's called Fusibles and it has the fuse tool and the paper's really cute. And like it works with heat. Like it's a whole thing. I'll do a video on it so you guys can check it out. It's like an oldie but a goodie. Like I said, I was so surprised whenever I found it. I was really excited. So that really ends my section of this craft room. I do have a heat press under my table just because I didn't have anywhere else to put it. And I have a little like end table that has some things in it. But for the most part, that is the space that I'm using. And I find it important to remember that we don't have to have everything. And I purged so much before we came into this room. Okay, so let's chat about some ideas for crafting. And I want to give you guys some tips that may help you. Again, I don't know if I showed you, on the opposite end of my table is my Maker 3, and that's where I leave it. It just lives there now. And it's very convenient to have it always out and available for me to just quickly come up and start crafting, which I love. And that's the one thing I want to talk to you guys about is you need to have a space, whether it's everything's in a convenient tote bag or it's in a drawer. You need to have a space that is organized so you can see everything that you have, that you're not going out and buying like duplicates of something that you already have just because you didn't know that you had it because it was lost. Been there, done that. So I really encourage you to, no matter what stage you're in, if you need a tote bag, get that tote bag, get it organized, use little mini pouches if you need to put separate things in. Or if you have space that you can have a cart, like the white one I have from Michael's, that cart is like the holy grail of carts because you can turn that into anything. Those drawers are perfect for vinyl. They're perfect for your Cricut cutting machines to go on that. It's perfect if you're just a stamper and you want to put all of your stamping supplies on there. If you're a planner, just do your planner supplies. There's a lot that can go in that little tiny space, and you could tuck that in a closet, behind a door, anywhere like that. So that's great to have that as an option, one of those carts. Now, if you're fortunate to have like a little bit bigger space, like I said, if you don't have a lot of floor space, go up. If you guys saw the video of me doing like all around the room, this is my daughter's doll room. She has been collecting American Girl dolls for decades. She's 20 years old. I think she got her first doll when she was 3. And she has like almost 80 American Girl dolls. And she has her own YouTube channel that she films in here as well. So this is like a duplicate room. So we really needed to make the most of the space. So I went up because I couldn't go out and down. And that's been very helpful for me. And it also helps me be able to see everything that I want. Now, if that bothers you, if it bothers you to see all of your stuff, get like a little pantry cupboard. You can get them off Amazon. I think ours was like $112 that I keep as an extra pantry downstairs in our kitchen. And it could, like, all of this stuff could fit in there conveniently. A bookcase, a simple bookcase behind a door or in a closet, like there's a huge walk-in closet. This is actually the master bedroom to our home. And there's a huge walk-in closet, but we use that for storage because it's a really old house and there's no storage. Like, her walk-in closet is the only real closet in the whole entire house. So I love having that for storage. But sometimes it's not realistic when you live in a small apartment or you have kids and they take up a lot of room. It's just convenient to be able to have a space for everything. Some tips when purchasing a Cricut. I know this has been asked by me quite frequently recently because of Christmas. I think people are always asking me, like, what do I need to buy for my Cricut? I'm going to be doing a video for that, but here's just the basics. All right. When you're buying your Cricut, you just need to make sure that it's going to do what you want it to do. So there's a really cool comparison chart on Cricut.com you can check out, and it tells you what each machine does and what it's compatible with. So they're having great sales. If you're not part of our Facebook group, go check that out. It's Crafters Support. I always have it linked in the box below. You guys are going to want to check it out because the sales are amazing. The heat press, it's only till the 30th, I think, of this month, November. The auto press, which obviously I have no space for, or I would have this, is only $299. So it's like $700 off. The Cricut Joy is only like $99. The mug press is only like $99. And then on top of that, if you're an Access member, you get an additional % off. All of the materials are 50% off right now. Go check that out. I have links below. I don't know if my code will work for that or not, seeing that they're already on sale, but try it. Use the code I have linked below for you, like that Cricut gives me for you guys. I am an affiliate with Cricut, obviously, because I love Cricut and I do a lot of Cricketing. So I do make a small commission when you guys purchase, but it doesn't cost you anything more to purchase from. So if you click on my link and you purchase, I may make money. I usually make money from those purchases. Not always, I don't think, but usually. So definitely consider the amount of stuff you're buying. I would not suggest that you go out and buy absolutely everything. I kind of did that and I got overwhelmed. And it took me some time to realize I didn't have to own everything. I just needed the stuff that I needed. So if you don't have a lot of space, even if vinyl's on sale, it goes on sale all the time. Don't buy it all. Buy what you need for the project until your space grows, until you can get a bigger area that you can put things in. I did not get all this vinyl absolutely at once. Like, I ran a business and this is stuff that was left over from that business. This is stuff that I got from the Cricut mystery boxes. It's stuff that I needed at the time to make t-shirts, to make bags, things like that. So that's why I have so much vinyl. And I didn't even show you guys all of the vinyl that I have stored away. That's just permanent and removable vinyl that I have in a different section of the closet just because I didn't have the room for it out here. So if you're, like I said, fortunate enough to have a cart, or even if you just crafted a table, have a little tote, like a plastic tote, and all of your things organized in that. That's really, really helpful. I just hate to see people purchase machines and then they can't use them because they have nowhere to put them. Definitely, if you have a question or a space, go over to our Facebook page, take a picture of your space, or ask for advice on what space you need. My daughter's a personal organizer. She can look at things and be like, this is what you need to do. And I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. So she'll help you out. Like, she'll tell me, I'll show her the picture and she'll be like, Mom, they just need to do this. And it makes it so much easier. It sounds simple to her. Like, to her, it's no big deal. Like, oh yeah, just do this. It'll be fine. That's how she helped me get everything organized in here. So yeah, I think that's what I wanted to tell you guys. Everything I needed to tell you guys. Guys, it's been so long. I'm so excited to be back filming and crafting, and I made some really cute things for my classroom door. It's not really a classroom. I work at a preschool, daycare, whatever. And my classroom door this year is going to be baby Jesus, and it's going to say a baby changed everything. It's so cute. But of course I made it with my Cricut, and I am so excited to get that door done and up. And that was like the second thing I made in here for, since I've had everything put together. And it was just so nice having everything in its place, and I knew where everything was and I could easily reach for it. And it was just so relaxing. Just some like thoughts. I have some videos coming up that, like I said, are on the different machines. I've been talking to so many people that have Cricuts that they don't get them out because either they're intimidated by them, or they're like, I don't have the space to put them out, and it's just so much work. I'd rather just pay somebody else to make me a t-shirt. And that makes me sad because you put so much money into these machines and this product, and then you don't use it. I'm going to teach you how to use it. You're going to learn. It's going to be amazing, and we're going to have so much fun. So guys, thank you so much for coming back if you're returning, or if this is your first time viewing my channel. I appreciate you guys so much. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I have links below. I have coupon codes below, and try them, use them. Cricut.com. Yeah, I'm just excited because I've been waiting for this for so long, and I love crafting with you guys. So I'm hopefully going to be able to get more videos out more frequently. It has been kind of a lull in my videos. Working's hard. I work outside of the home 4 days a week from like 7 in the morning, and I don't get home till like 5:15ish. I love my job. I love the kids that I have, but it doesn't allow for a lot of opportunity to film as much as I like. But I'm really going to put forth much more effort for you guys because I've gotten so much support from you guys, and I talk to you guys whenever I see you out, and you're like, when are you going to do more videos? And I always want to do more. It's just finding the time, but I want to make the time. You know, sometimes how we do things, we can get things done that we want to do. And I'm kind of to the point now where I'm like, no, I want to craft and I want to film for my friends so that they can learn and they can get ideas and be creative. So that's what I'm going to do. 2025 is going to be an amazing year, and I hope you guys follow me in it. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you got some ideas. If you have any questions whatsoever, ask in the comments, go over to the Facebook group, private message me through there if you're uncomfortable. So many of you private message me versus putting comments there. And that's absolutely fine. I don't mind. It's fine if you don't feel comfortable asking questions just on the page. You can message me. But yeah, I think that's everything, guys. I know I talked a lot. I'm sorry. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.